zone, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll return this one all the way out of... the other side of the field.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Kill.
On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers that turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
120!
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Defense wins championships, baby. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there. Example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
We're scoreless after one.
Break down. 280.
54 Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Ryan looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return, Jackson.
Let's go, baby.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go. 280.
54 miles. Check.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A big run there by Freeman. 59 yards.
That's good for a Falcons.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Get him, boy.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ted Ginn, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. We don't don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Go. 280!
54! Squeeze down the middle.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Falcons take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Check 43.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2. That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Play action. Ryan. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Now Wentz again. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Sanders. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackles.
A gain of 29 yards. And an Eagle first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Freeman. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65. Wide, get wide.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire